What is up? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. If you even knew it was a series at this point, because I haven't uploaded one of these or recorded one of these in about a month, even though one just came out not too long ago, at least in the time span of the channel. It should be one of the more recent videos. But we are back with our College Football Dynasty Team Builder team in the Spokane Shock. We are 1-2. And if you have not seen the last video, go check it out. We got our first win, spoiler alert, against San Jose State in San Jose, California. So a very big win. 2 games before that, we got absolutely smoked. 38-20. It was a game at one point against Cal, and then it just wasn't. And Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns, ran us out of town. So we're back at home against FCS East before we got 2 bye weeks in a row. And then, at least for this year, we are playing our, league matches, conference matches, and because we took over for Kennesaw State, they are no longer in the game, because that's what you have to do if you're going to put in a team builder. We took over the Kennesaw State team and program, made it our own. So Middle Tennessee on to Louisiana Tech is all of our conference schedule. So should get interesting, should get fun though. And today I'm really hoping we can get a big time win and get the morale for this team really moving and get back up to 500, because we're a 1-star program. It says it up there. We're 10th in the Pac-12. Cal was our only conference play, technically. If you obviously haven't seen any of this series, with the Team Builder edition, we also redid the Pac-12. So let me show you that real quick to get you caught up. The Pac-12, which it's different from what has happened in real life, because I started this before that happened. Maybe after. I don't know if I can change it after this season. But for right now, I think the only team we're missing with the new Pac-12 would be Colorado State, because we got Cal, Boise State, who has been added in real life, Fresno as well. The only one from the Mountain West that I got wrong was Wyoming and Colorado State. I just swapped the two, mainly because of proximity, but Colorado State really isn't that far anyway. And then I expect Cal and Stanford to eventually come back. But if we go to win-loss, at the top of the chart for the Pac-12 is Boise State. So, and then it kind of goes down the line. Only team without a win is San Diego State, actually. So, pretty interesting there. But let's get back to recruits, because I'm sure y'all don't remember any of them, just like myself. Can I not press anything? Oh, there we go. Dang, the game's being a little bit slow today, I guess. Did that go through? Yeah. So, maybe if that goes through and we possibly catch Maryland at all, or even just hop into second, we might go for the hard sell on him, because getting a middle linebacker, we do have, I believe it's Jamello Harris, a.k.a. Jello. Montreal Potts is someone I want to bring in. We'll contact his friends and family. He's still pretty far away, though, from his top 3. We are in his top 5, as I just seem to not be able to use my fingers today. What is going on here? The 69 zone coverage, 90 speed is what I really like to play over the top. That is super, super valuable. Zach Henry as well. If we can't get Montreal Potts, is another 2-star free safety out of Georgia. 87 speed, 60 zone coverage, so a little bit worse, but still a talented player nonetheless. We will search social media, just kind of get a little bit more. We're far and away his number 1. And that's going to be the case for a lot of these guys, just because we've offered them scholarships, and not a lot of teams offer, 1-2 stars scholarships. Ethan Bloom, hidden gem, 5'9", 190 cornerback, definitely will be playing in the slot as the nickel guy, but does look to be a decent cover corner. So that is good. 84 speed, 81 change of direction, 69 man coverage. Hopefully we can develop him once he gets in here, if we do land him, which is looking pretty likely. We soft sell him with prestigious. Proximity to home, hits coach prestige and conference prestige as well. Obviously, coach prestige isn't, really up there, because we are a new head coach taking over a brand new program in the Spokane Shock. Brian Chisholm, 6'1" corner out of Georgia as well. Contact his friends and family. That puts us up to 40 on him. 1-star recruit. I like his measurables though. Speed really isn't there, but I think we can work with that. And if he becomes a good cover guy, or even special teamer, we will take that. Juan Rowe, we are pretty high up there. Got a lot of safeties that we're looking at. Duke Richard, 6'1", 87 speed. I do really enjoy. We've already used some hours on him, so let's get another guy. Here we go. Some edge players, maybe some run stoppers. We definitely need that. Venzel McNabb. Marvin Washington. So, we've got some guys. Need to block a little bit. Jose Suggs, South Carolina, power back. Do like one more guy here. I guess we can offer scholarships here to these two. Oh, wait, no. We're missing 2 scholarships. Do we just have... Oh, we only have 33 people on the list. So let's add 2 more and just offer them scholarships and see kind of where they go. 2-star middle linebacker out of Georgia, but looks like he's about to go to his top 8. I guess we can offer him a scholarship and see what happens. I mean, we're second on his list, and we haven't even offered him anything, so that's pretty cool. 2-star right end out of Mississippi. We are 7th. He's in his top 8. I think we go out on Rudy Norris, maybe. Although 3-star corner Maurice Flynn, 6'2", 199. And we need to cover. If y'all have seen anything in this, you probably know we cannot cover guys. So we will offer him a scholarship. Maybe he wants to really just play. He is from Georgia. He's going to go actually to the top of this list. And I think we'll move Montrell Potts up there as well. So that's big. We're now at 0 hours. That's all the time that we can use this week. But Maurice Flynn, definitely a guy we will be keeping an eye on. Love the size. Hopefully we can scout him next week and find out his abilities and traits. But I like what I'm seeing so far. But that is it for recruiting this week. Let's just get right into this game, man. We're back at home. And maybe I'll run some alternates. I don't think I've shown any alternates through 3 weeks. Or maybe we'll save them for a bigger game. I guess we'll find out. Back at home are the Spokane Shock, and I did indeed put on some alternates. We're in the all-orange alternate uniforms today. Not my favorite, but they are an alternate that I have yet to show off, as we've got a nice little return here up to the 21. I guess we didn't get as many yards as I thought we were. But here comes the offense behind running back out of Oklahoma, Emil Singer, who last time out against San Jose State had his best game of the season and career. Just over 20 carries and over 120 yards as his first carry goes for 6. We just saw it right there, actually. 21 carries, 123 yards, 1 touchdown last week. And of course you can't forget about the star junior quarterback, Caleb Nobles, and what he can do, a.k.a. not throw it accurately to his receiver. But we also have Amani Tolez to the left, our star junior receiver, and he is something to watch for. As that one's over the middle. It's overthrown, though. Talking up these guys so much. I tried to go to Tolez. He was open on the dig route. Nobles just missed him by a mile. All right, so not the greatest start. Definitely not what the home fans wanted to see, as it is quiet now. And there is the first carry of the game for their star receiver. I'm not even sure who that is. Dorian O'Neal. Actually, he was a running back, so they had him lined up out at receiver. He's now lined up as an inline tight end, interestingly enough. They give it to him again, but a good defensive stop. No gain. A lot of interesting formations here. This time they just direct handoff, and he's going to get the first down. O'Neal on the carry. Forget who had the astronauts for college football 14. Or NCAA football 14, I guess. Like what creator had this team and made this team. Interesting offensive playbook, though, to say the least, as this is a quarterback keep that gets 9. Go to this. Is this just a full power running team? Like, am I going to have to run like 5 down linemen all game long? They have yet to pass the ball. They go with just another dive play up the middle, and O'Neal is in the end zone. This is why we just went over what we went over. We cannot play defense. Not even against an FCS team who just ran the ball 7 times for 45 yards and knocked 3 minutes off the clock. Not ideal, to say the least. Claiborne will receive it at the 1. Had a decent return last time, gets to the same exact spot yet again. That one's out to Trinidad. Ryan Trinidad, first down on the RPO screen. That's more like what the home crowd came to see, as this one is to Singer, gets 2. This team is built off of deep shots and explosive plays. So let's see if we can get some of those today as we go for another first down here on the mesh concept. I don't know who that tight end, I think it said Vance. I forget a lot of these guys' names. Trinidad in the slot is in motion, and the give is to Trinidad. Singer gives him a nice little block, and Trinidad, 2 catches, 27 yards. Now his average depth of target might be, you know, like -2 yards, but still, making plays with his feet. As we will go back over the middle, this one, Sammy Allen Jr. Methodical drive in the second possession of the game for us. Nobles will take off himself and slide down after another first down. We're just going to roll out. Nobles has space. Caleb Nobles to the 2. And now they stack the box. We're going to go mano-y-mano here and give it to Singer. Singer finds a lane, and he is in to the end zone. That's what that first drive should have looked like, but it didn't. But now, pending this PAT, it is a tie ball game. Another 3 minutes off the clock with that drive, so both scoring drives taking 3 minutes off. We really need to play some good run defense here, throw some run blitzes, get into the backfield as a kill shot. Drops him at the 19. Look, this team is not built to defend the run, and I think the Astronauts know that. QB run. It's a speed option. Good tackle by Lumpkin out there on the edge. There was no one behind him. That would have been a touchdown if he couldn't make that tackle. This might be the most boring off. This is like 1920s Notre Dame offense. Just 4 guys that you can hand the ball off to and just go make a play. Literally feels like the 4 horsemen, man. This is so weird. For a modern day offense, the FCS East Astronauts. Yeah, it's not very modern, to say the least. Do have receivers split out wide here. That's another run stop. No gain that time. 3rd and 9. Do they pass the ball? We're going to set up in zone as if they are shotgun set. That one caught, but 2 yards short of the line. Russell came up to make the tackle. Tomlinson back deep. We just need to get them in 3rd and longs, and we will be all good today. Oh, Tomlinson's got a lane. Tomlinson! A couple guys to beat. Can't beat him, but what a return for the Spokane Shock. We're going to switch this play to the left. We're going to run our own little speed option. And it gets out to Singer, who's got space. Emil Singer to the goal line. Touchdown. Beautiful and perfect play call. How about it? 1 play and 6 points. That's how you run a speed option. Don't get caught by the corner, even though if our corner wasn't there on their offensive drive, it probably would have been a touchdown. So, speed option. Working out well for both teams today, but a little bit better for us. Emil Singer feeding off his phenomenal week 3 at San Jose. Right back to it today. And back to the run game here. This time, tackle for loss, -2 on the play. 2nd and 12. Do they throw the ball here? No. They get one back, and they'll have to throw now. I don't think I've played one nickel or dime set yet today. That is insane. For modern day football, as he's going to take off, and he's going to get a first down. You've got to be kidding me. So, might have to keep a quarterback spy. And somehow that's going to go for a yard. I thought it was going to get, like, even bigger. There is a running back in the backfield. One of their star players. The quarterback spy working, and he's just going to throw it away. He had nothing. Beautiful coverage on the back end. Their quarterback in 3 drives is 1 for 2 and 7 yards. Is this like prime Air Force offense? What is happening right now? But, like, we don't want to give the ball back and they just take time off the clock and end up scoring. Obviously, we found some answers here to their offense after that first drive, but still. 3rd and 3 here. That one is dropped. So 4th and 3 from midfield. I think we're going to go for this. I feel pretty confident in our defense right now, but I also just feel confident that we can pick this up. They bring some sort of blitz. They leave the tight ends wide open, and it's McCabe this time with a catch and run of about 17. Good play design. We went back to what we had on 3rd down, but didn't throw the out route. And I think we've got, oh no, this one's Vance. Makes the catch, only a gain of 4 though. 2-minute timeout here in the first half. Nobles is going to keep it himself. Nobles making a couple jukes, trying to set up blocks, gets 5. The danger of Caleb Nobles. He can beat you over the top with his arm, but he can also do it with his legs, so that's a first down. Emil Singer. I think we might go back to the speed option. I really liked how it's set up, and they still only have 1 deep safety. And that's going to go to Singer again. Singer, spin move to the 9. That was supposed to go back inside, but hey, still works. Amani Tolles, or Tolles, I don't know which one it is. I still haven't figured that out. Still without a catch. Trinidad following his blocks to the 4. Just a minute left in the first half. Oh, they left McCabe wide open. Noble's first touchdown pass of the day goes to his tight end, McCabe. And we are up 21-7. Where we want to be against an FCS team, for sure. All right, looks like they're setting up to run a pass play. I don't know if they will. They do. On first down. Maybe the only time we will see that today, and it's a sack. Franklin Moses was there, and now they're back to their heavy set. And it will be a play action. And it worked to perfection. It drew the linebackers up. Are you kidding me? All right, we are just going to sit back in quarters coverage here. He scans the field, looks to take off, slides after 3. All right, we will keep running these quarterback spies because this quarterback really does not like to use his arm, which is kind of funny. That one is going to be short of the sticks. And they're going to punt with 24 seconds left here. And considering our last return and how it's set up, there's a chance for something here. Cutting it back, and there he goes! Tomlinson! One man chasing him! I don't think they're going to catch him! Tomlinson, touchdown! Punt return, Shock! Absolutely electric! And the home crowd finally something to cheer for. here at their home stadium this season. And that, I'm surprised they even kicked to him. Usually in that situation, you don't even want to kick to the guy, just in case that happens and they steal something before half. Beautiful blocking, beautiful vision, and it ends up in a Shock touchdown. 7 seconds left here, and all of a sudden, what looked like it might end up being a game because we couldn't stop the run. We made some adjustments on defense, and now it is a 3-possession ball game, although O'Neal got out there for a second. And he's going to go down again. I don't know who that was that time, but our D-line showing up after that first drive as we head into halftime. 3 touchdowns up. Spokane Shock today. We're still beating them in the rush department. We had the big running play for a second touchdown of the game. Nobles has shown his wheels. And here is that touchdown. A little speed option, the flip. Out to Emil Singer. What a first half for the Shock. But this is what we needed. Second half is away. Kick to the Astronauts, and they will take it out from their own end zone. And that one is returned to the 23. I can't imagine they're going to keep running it, but they look like they're going to set up in a run formation, and they give it right up the middle. And that's going to go for 15. Our star corner, Lumpkin, is in the middle of the field right now. That's how little wide receivers are being used in this offense. Is now it's a 3rd and 9. Quick pass out to the tight end. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Ladler has no idea what to do. And that will be another punt. This time we will fair catch it. They have no deep safety showing at the moment. So we are going to block Emil Singer and let Tolez run. Oh, he got him. Oh, he got him. Tolez finally makes an appearance. The Shock strike again. I believe coming into the game, if I saw it correctly from the last video, Amani Tolez was averaging 56 yards per catch. Well, that one was 75. So where does that number go now? I mean, you want to talk about having a Tyreek Hill-esque, Jalen Hyatt-esque player on your team and how valuable that is. He's proven that right now. I mean, it is utterly ridiculous what he is doing as they go with another halfback dive, I guess? Is it halfback or fullback? I don't even know at this point. When you continue to run the same thing over and over again, people tend to figure it out. Especially if it's runs up the middle. As that one almost picked off. The Astronauts will punt it away again. We'll see if they give Tomlinson another chance. This is like a short punter, is it not? Tomlinson will get a chance, and he's got room on the left side. Although cuts it back. Now going up the middle. Runs into a defender. Oh my goodness, we might have had another one. You know what? It might be boring, but I might just continue to pour it on here. And this time we'll go to Vance. Tight end. Fumbles! Well, that's instant karma for you. That's insane. First turnover and really mistake since that first drive of the game where Nobles threw that interception. Since then, we've been pretty much mistake-free. Vance has to hold on to the ball. There's just no excuse for fumbling. Got to hold on to the ball, put 2 hands on it. Make sure it's away from defenders, as this is a little pitch play. Running back only gets 1. A really unflattering offense. I mean, you like to see some variety at some point. As that's going to be 4th and inches, I imagine they're going to go for this. Nope, they're punting it. Okay, we will get our safety back and try to fair catch this. That one's actually going to bounce. All the way. What a roll. Good punt there. I mean, obviously we weren't set up to be ready for a punt, but... So just trying to take some time off the clock here. And somehow we really didn't go anywhere. So it's 3rd and 12. Noble's stepping up in the pocket. They're in man coverage. He's got room to run. Noble's trying to slide down. That was a late attempt to slide, though. Does pick up a huge first down and gain of about 24. Probably going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Nobles takes the snap. He's got Toles over the middle for another first down, and he will just catch and slide to start running this clock out. And for Caleb Nobles, that was 1,000 yards on the season, fittingly enough to his favorite guy in Amani Toles. Also, what do you guys think? Is it Nobles or Nobles? And is it Amani Toles or Toles? Like, I actually don't know. Like, it could go either way. Obviously, these aren't players in real life, so we can kind of make it up and go with it how we please. 2nd and 5 here from the Astronauts, 44. Good blocking there. Just man on man, hat on a hat. First down. 7-minute mark in the 4th. Handoff outside. Oh, we just didn't get the block. Sammy Allen kind of got screwed over there by his own player. Stacked box here on 3rd down. Do they send a blitz? No. Nobles finding Toles. First down inside the 10. When you think they're covered, you remember that you have a 97 speed receiver as Emil Singer gets to the 1. Backup running back Mosley Jr. into the game. He will get the carry, and he will get his first rushing touchdown of the season for the Spokane Shock. Well, not for the Spokane Shock. We've had multiple rushing touchdowns. But first touchdown of the season for himself. Kendrick Mosley, that is. 2 carries, 4 yards, and a tud on the day, as we are down to 4.5 minutes left. I got a question. Do they pass on first down? They will. But it will not even be a pass because the defensive line has done absolute numbers today. That time it was Jalen Galloway off the left edge as we stacked the box. No deep safety. And now Glass will get in there. Joel Glass, the linebacker, sent on a blitz. 3rd and 22. We're just stat padding at this point. Now backed up on their own 3. I imagine this is where they probably run it. Fullback dive gets out to the 7. 4th and 18 though. And that, my friends, is probably going to be the ball game. We will just fair catch this, run the clock out. You know, be sportsmanlike. But also, I can't take any more run plays from this FCS East team. So we'll run it up, try to get a first down here. Oh, nice gap. Emil Singer, there's your first down. And here comes the 2-minute timeout. This feels very, very good. Noble's best formation in football. First time he has taken that in a Shock uniform. First time these Shock fans have seen that in years. Obviously, you think of the old Shock team, the arena football team, which this is named after, and where we got our inspiration from. It's been years since they have even touched a field or arena, whatever you want to call it. As one final time here for Caleb Nobles, and that will do it. We'll line up in field goal formation, but I will quickly run it out, and I will see you in, I guess, the menu screen. Actually, I think I'm going to kick this, because why not? Oh, that didn't have enough power, did it? Kick is up, and it is off the crossbar and in! All right, so Shock will win 45-7 today. What a kick. We didn't even get all of it on that 49-yarder, and it was there, for sure. A dominating victory for the Shock. We finally get a big win, a confidence and morale boosting win. Not saying that the San Jose State win didn't attribute to this one, but man, and Emil Singer, there you go. Just feeding off of that game against the San Jose State. Remember, first 2 weeks we didn't really get him going. We had that man going for sure in Amani Tolles. Or Tolles, I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. But the Spokane Shock, regardless, as that's a cursed image, are a 500 ball team. What a win. What a win. That felt good to get, like, honestly. I mean, after 2 rough weeks to start the season off, against 2 good programs, to be fair, to now have 2 really, really good wins, 1 on the road, 1 at home, feels good. As Amani Tolles, I think that's what we're going to go with, is Tolles. Tolles and Nobles. I don't know. Y'all let me know, because y'all probably have a better judgment than I do. But his risk of transfer is very, very high. I don't like that. My hope is, because he is a junior, so an upperclassman, he'll just go to the draft instead of going somewhere else, because going somewhere else, that would kind of hurt my feelings. But let's look at recruiting and the guys that we have put some interest in. Maurice Flynn. Let's check you out, as we only got 10 hours. All right, but 72-man coverage, 85 acceleration. Those are two pretty good things to see off rip. I think we'll wait to use his search social media. We're number 1 for a lot of these guys, which I like to see. We'll search Brownlee's social media, and then we will go to next week. Actually, no, we will upgrade coaching skill points. So we have motivator, we have tactician, but what we really want to do is the recruiting game. And I think we should look at probably secondary. I think we'll do both secondary, actually. I thought about going linebacker as well, but getting that influence for DBs to come to our school could be huge in landing a guy like Maurice Flynn, who Kentucky, Auburn, Florida State, Louisville, Georgia Tech, and Georgia all have some interest in him, and he has interest in as well. So this could be a big-time player that we're going after. But we will advance week really quickly and pray. All right, back to recruiting. We've got 95 hours to work with, as I am going to continue to use them on Maurice Flynn, because I am very intrigued. 87 speed. 76 press, 72 man coverage. 87 agility. I love the athletic attributes. And those aren't bad, like, coverage abilities, overalls, coming into our system. As Kentucky has far and away. Oh my goodness. Do we just send the house? Screw it. I've never done this. We're sending the house on Maurice Flynn. We want answers, and we want them now, as UAB has taken over the number 1 spot for Montreal Potts. Actually, I think they were already. So we will... Oh, I don't have enough hours to do that. I guess we're just going to search social media. Oh, I guess I could have scheduled a visit. I should have done that. Shoot. Well, we might miss out on Montreal Potts because of user error, to say the least. So Zach Henry. Is Sway like... I think we will use Sway. I haven't used this before either. Is there one we can get plain style and conference prestige? Yes. So we will do It's Game Time Sway. And hope that really brings him towards us instead of Virginia or UAB, who's looking to steal another free safety from us. Sterling Gibbs, we'll have to look into next week as we go through yet another bye week. 2 bye weeks in a row you don't see it often, but it does happen in college football, and it happened to us here. We'll take the time off. It'll kind of mess with our momentum a little bit, I have a feeling, but that's all right, as apparently we're ranked number 55. It's kind of hard to believe, but I mean, we've had 2 good wins back to back, so it's fluid, as Stephen A would say. The list is very fluid when it comes to the college football top 25 rankings. Maurice Flynn, that did not work very well, did it? We cannot schedule a visit either. We only have 15 hours to work with. Oh, Lord. Zach Henry seemed to like the sway, as we are very close to landing him. 15 hours to work with here. I don't even know really where to go. Maybe DM Rico Byard. It feels like Charlotte and UAB are in a lot of these with us. Dre Abiamiri, middle linebacker out of Alabama, goes to Southern Alabama, fittingly. As we actually got 2 commits. Ethan Bloom and Brian Chisholm. So 2 corners to add even more depth to our secondary room. Okay. We did lose Tremaine Lehan, as well as Walt Kessler, but we landed 2 recruits ourselves on top of the big win that we got this week. Awesome. That is awesome. So we got 6'1" Brian Chisholm to play on the outside, and then Ethan Bloom at 5'9" to possibly be our nickel back of the future. And hopefully he can be with that hidden gem trait. So I think that will be all for this video. We will leave the last 5 hours, I guess, because I don't really know what to do with them. Maybe we'll find another recruit next episode. But UTSA up next. We are at San Antonio. That's going to be a tough one. That's a good program down there in Texas. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think of this series, what you think about the names. And I will see y'all in the next one. Again, appreciate y'all watching. Take it easy, and peace.